At first, it wasn't easy for the herdsmen to accept that a woman wanted to learn this profession.
15 years ago, Gabriella Michelozzi changed her life and became a shepherdess. Back then, she was a pioneer in Italy. Before that, she'd lost her job at a call centre. She and other striking workers occupied the company's premises for 6 months, to no avail. By the end, they were living from homegrown food like her grandparents once farmed. That marked a turning point for her.
My sister and I said to ourselves, if our grandparents could live a dignified life on a farm with a few animals, then we should also be able to make something edible out of the earth and a few hens. So that's how our adventures in agriculture began.
She started by bringing her family's farm, an hour's drive from Florence, back to life. The fields were overgrown. It was hard work. With a herder, Gabriella Michelozzi exchanged her first 5 goats for a few large bottles of wine. Then, as her herd grew, she traded 40 goats for 20 sheep. Still, at first, her male colleagues weren't eager to pass on any valuable tips.
These men couldn't believe that I actually wanted to work as a shepherd. I asked them if there was anyone who could teach me this profession or could help me. But no one wanted to. Only after a few years did that change. Today I'm known all over as Gabriella, the shepherdess.
Meanwhile, more and more Italian women want to follow in her footsteps. To make it easier for the next generation, a shepherd school opened 3 years ago in Tuscany. Caterina Blasi has just enrolled there. It was founded by the Foresti Casentinesi National Park.
What I like about this work is that I can live far removed from civilization, which is growing ever more hectic. I can just sit under a tree and watch the sheep or dogs and really get back to nature. I've always believed that you need to do what you love without fear of being judged by others.
Caterina is 30. She studied wildlife sciences and has long been tracking the return of wolves and their growing population's effect on sheep herds in Europe. During this time, she's gotten to know and love the shepherd's life. Currently, 6 women and 2 men are training to be shepherds here. Over the coming months, they'll study biology, grazing management, animal husbandry, and agribusiness management. The students have the support of the Foresti Casentinesi National Park's president, Claudia Mazzoli.
You're setting off on a path that is very important to us, because being a shepherd means safeguarding our landscape, our habitat that's at risk of disappearing.
She stresses that creating jobs for young people here is just as vital.
A generational change is very important for us because the mountain villages of the Apennines are suffering from strong out-migration and the population is aging. That makes us fear for the future.
On the shepherd school's schedule today, cheesemaking.
This here is fresh sheep's milk, to which we've added cultures. To make this kind of cheese, it's good to use a little room that's kept at a constant temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, because the milk stands here, which is now curdling, as well as the freshly made cheese.
The school ensures that its graduates learn the skills they'll need to live from their dream job. Experienced shepherdess Gabriella also has some good advice for the new recruits.
If you're prepared to love the land and the animals, and don't see living such a life as making a sacrifice, on the contrary, it makes you happy, then this is the right profession for you.
Gabriella will soon have lots of budding shepherds and shepherdesses by her side. Unlike those men when she was starting out, she's happy to help these young people learn the ropes.